dude, do you know who just went in there? Dude, Les Claypool just went in there. I'm like, what? Oh, well, dude, I heard someone sit down next to me. And like, I went to the, dude, did I just take a dump with Les Claypool? I think I just took a dump with Les Claypool. So.
We are so ready to get this party started. So at this time, let's welcome to the stream the one and only Tye Zamora.
Yay! Woo! The audience. Okay.
You just have to picture them all there. Ta-da! Okay,
I will.
How's it going, Tye?
It's going pretty good.
Awesome.
You know, it's very, very nice and rainy right here in sunny Southern California.
Beautiful.
In San Diego at the moment, and it's yeah, we got some rain today. It's great.
That's awesome. I love San Diego. So beautiful.
Yeah, me too. I like Mexican food, so
the best.
It works out really well.
Is there like a secret gem, secret hideaway restaurant that maybe you want to tell us about?
Yeah, and there's this place called Vadio Logan. There's a place called Salud. It's actually called the San Diego. It used to be a catering place called the San Diego Taco Company, but the actual restaurant where you can sit down and eat is called Salud, and that's like my spot.
Salud sounds good. Well, next time we're in San Diego,
corn. Make sure you get the street corn.
Yes, big street corn fan. Shout out to street corn. We love it. Okay, so Tye, we kind of wanted to start by saying this weekend was an amazing weekend. The Rams winning the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Wanted to know your thoughts on the Rams, and also follow-up question, what is your go-to Super Bowl snack?
Well, the Rams winning was awesome. It's great for Los Angeles. I'm a Los Angeles kid, so that was awesome. It's good to have them back. I'm a big Angels fan, and they've always played in Anaheim Stadium before they actually came back. So when they left to St. Louis, I didn't follow them so much. A friend of mine, Mike Cosgrove, drummer's been a diehard Rams forever. So I've always kind of hung out with him and rooted with him. So it was really cool. We're texting the whole time and talking about, throughout the whole playoffs and the season. We got to go to a couple games this season. That was really cool to be, a part of a couple games that they ended up winning the Super Bowl. That's amazing.
Heck yeah.
But I'm really happy for them. I was raised a Dolphins fan because of my family's all from Miami except for me.
So I'm right now. I'm in Miami,
Los Angeles. But since the Rams came back, I've been kind of rooting for the Rams a little bit more. Haven't lost my love for Miami, though. Of course, Dolphins. I love the Dolphins. But my go-to snack would have to be, my girlfriend makes this. It's like a chili dip, and you dip Fritos.
Okay, I think we're frozen, but that's all right. I heard chili dip Fritos. And now we just wait for him to unpause. This is fun. This is the appeal of live. Okay.
Live.
Okay, we're back. So it's
like a Cheeto pie dip.
Ooh.
Frito pie dip.
Sounds amazing.
It's chili.
I'm into it.
Now I'm hungry.
Sour cream.
I mean, I just ate,
Fritos.
but now I'm hungry again.
Good stuff.
I'm into it.
Good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So where did you watch it at home, or did you have a party?
Yeah, I had a party at home. It was basically just my family. Because we get to go to the games now. Like before, we'd have to drive down to San Diego, or that was pretty much the only closest place. Now that the Chargers are in Los Angeles now, we get to go to Los Angeles, which my parents live closer to Los Angeles. So I got my parents starting to root for the Rams now. So so it's basically so we can go to the games, and not be 3,000 miles away from a team that you never get to see, or you see like once every other 3 years or 4 years. So
right. Now, what'd you think of that halftime show?
I loved it. I thought it was amazing. It actually turned me on to Kendrick Lamar. I haven't been a real big fan of rap my whole life. I've liked pieces here and there, like this guy's song. I get into like a little bit of the Mac Miller. And I've been digging on Anderson .Paak, anything that he's a part of, I'm naming guys that are not necessarily rap, but seeing Kendrick Lamar and that song, All Right, I think it's called, or something like that. I was like, God, that sample is so, or that part is so good. I guess they call them beats now, or they have been for a while, but it was so good. But everything else was, a throwback. So,
Right.
and that happened to be probably one of the only times that I actually paid attention to rap music was during that whole da 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 for that era. So,
so good.
so I thought it was great. I thought it was really cool. And
Yeah,
I'm loving the 50 Cent. All the 50 Cent memes are the best right now. It's like almost as good as Bernie Sanders is. Like that
They
was a
are.
good meme. This one's killing it.
I know.
Such a gift.
I know.
I love the whole, 50 Cent due to inflation. He's now 85 cent. So good. It's so good.
But shout out to 50. I could not do anything while hanging upside down, let alone try to rap. So
try to sing upside down.
Yeah.
It's impressive. He's like
that being said, who would you like to see at next year's halftime show?
I don't know. I mean, Prince was killer. I loved U2. I thought Foo Fighters was cool. The Police, like I don't know who would I feel like I'd be missing somebody here that once we get off I'll go, oh, that was the one. Yeah, but nothing comes to mind right now. I'd like to see any of my friends doing it, like the Limp Bizkit guys, the Godsmack guys, those I'd love to see any of them doing it, but I don't know what that whole, I feel like everything's so pop now. You have to have a foot into that world in order to be seen on prime time now. So it was, as long as it comes, or as far as it comes to like pop and stuff, I wouldn't even know. So out of touch with that world.
I like the idea though of bringing back a band and also maybe like a crossover. I'm trying to remember who did. I think it was like Aerosmith and NSYNC, right? I would love to see like the era of that happening again. So Godsmack and I don't know, Christina Aguilera. I have no idea, but let's.
I mean, has Metallica done it? I feel like they should have done it if they haven't done it. I can't remember if they did.
I'm not.
I feel like they're a band that should have done it.
Yeah.
It's like Rolling Stones and all those big guys. Like Metallica is one of the big guys. So I feel like they've had to have done it, and if they haven't, they probably should do it too.
I'm with you.
That would be huge. That would be huge. Now, Ty, I want to take you back on a little time machine. So the date was March 31st, 2001. The city was Tampa, and that is where I saw Alien Ant Farm for the very first time. Okay. You guys were opening it up with Papa Roach, and unfortunately, Kid Cadet and I had this discussion earlier. Unfortunately, no orgy on that tour. Okay. But do you remember how you met Papa Roach, and do you still have a relationship, with the band today?
I would say I do, but I haven't talked to them in a long time. I think I have a relationship with them that will never go away. Papa Roach and Alien Ant Farm, we met really early on, like probably at least a couple years before Papa Roach got signed. They got signed a year before we did, and then they ended up basically signing us, even though they were like found us, and DreamWorks did the business, but we did the van stuff back and forth. Like they were NorCal, we were SoCal. The first time I believe I think they might have came down and played this place called Friar Tuck's, and I think it's in like Pomona or Ontario, California. But it was funny just because we were so broke, they were so broke. I think they got like $50 to play that show, and one of them lost it, and they were fighting over it, and they were sleeping like on Dryden's floor. But I mean, we've always been kind of at the same intensity level, I guess, is just people like Dryden and Kobe do crazy things together, and I don't know. I feel like they're brothers of mine, and when I was working with Godsmack, we went on tour with them, so I got to see them every day for a while. So it was just like the old days, the same kind of jokes, and and everything. I love those guys, and I can't wait to see them again. But yeah, I mean, they're like brothers to me. So
That's fantastic.
It's awesome. It's funny. Okay, I was asking my husband because we come up with questions in advance, and obviously then we kind of go off the top whatever comes up. But since you brought up Godsmack, I feel like, and I want your opinion on this. A lot of people dedicated their belly buttons to the Godsmack logo. They get the Godsmack logo around it. Any thoughts on Godsmack tattoos, especially around the navel area?
No, Sully has one, and
Really?
yeah, and he's probably the first one to get it. And I did post a picture of him eating a brownie one time or a cookie or something, and he had a shirt pulled up. And that's the only thing I could think of when I think about the sun around the belly button is him giving me a seductive look while eating some fudge brownie or something with his shirt pulled up. He's like, give me one of those poses. So, I mean, to each his own. I've seen a lot of different versions that are not, Godsmack and tribal ones and different kinds of tribal ones. And I'm kind of like a pro tattoo guy. So I'm all for, wear what you dig. So, if you want to get something around your belly, like I couldn't do that because, I'm a little, thick around the midsection. So I probably
What do you have?
not to want to focus on that. I got like a piece on my lower back. I got this little ape shit thing, and I got this alien thing here. And I would definitely like to get more tattoos, and I have a lot of ideas. It's just that every time I go to spend that money, I go, I really want that guitar. I really want that bass. And I end up just buying that instead. So
Fair enough.
maybe they'll be the birthday presents and Christmas gifts for the next 10 years to come, so I can get all the work that I have in mind right now.
Okay. If you're hearing that, if you're looking to get a present for Ty, tattoos, there you go.
Yeah, there we go.
Do they have like tattoo gift cards?
I wish they did.
I think that,
I mean,
that's
I'll
a thing.
have to find the artist.
Yeah, true.
And if they give the gift card, then I can put it out on my Facebook or whatever, the Instagram, where to donate to that certain artist, I guess.
Fair enough. And Jude is mentioning to visit Dave Bautista. He has a new shop in Tampa. Another man who formerly dedicated his belly button to the sun tattoo. So, there you go. Put it together.
I think I saw that.
Yeah.
I saw that on something. There was like I think I remember seeing that. I was like, he's got one too.
There it is.
Maybe it was at a fight or something.
Yeah. Well, we wanted to talk about the video for Movies, which I know that you recorded multiple versions of it, but we wanted to know about working with Pat Morita and how that all came together.
I'm falling through the cliffs of time. Anyway, sorry about that.
No, it's okay. Probably didn't hear my question. Okay, we wanted to know that's totally fine. I'll try to reword it in a totally different way. Talking about the video for Movies and getting to work with the iconic Pat Morita.
It's cool to hear about. Well, first of all, doing movies like coming to Ghostbusters was a dream come true for me. I've always wanted, ever since I was a little kid, I don't think there was anything cooler than their like jumpsuit and that backpack, that whatever they call the
Proton
whatever.
Yeah,
the what?
Proton
pack. Yeah. Thank you. 44 now. It's not working that well. So that was awesome. Pat Morita was a trip because he had a lot of stories like hanging out with Cheech and Chong, stuff like that. And there was one instance that I thought was pretty funny, is that my dad asked him for an autograph, I think for my niece or something like that. And he kind of gave my dad, my dad has a very short fuse. If you do something he doesn't like, he was just like, he just excuses you. He'll never go to your shop again. He'll never patronize you, whatever. He's just real quick fuse. If you don't give him the service he wants, he's out. Pure consumerism is what he is. So anyways, he went up to Pat and he was like, hey, the kids want an autograph.
Uh-huh. Hold on, guys. Hold on. We're on the edge of our seat waiting for the story to continue.
I'm literally on the edge of my seat.
We're living on the edge. Okay. Hold.
Anyways, so my dad asked Pat Morita for an autograph, and he told him not to sell it on eBay, or you're not going to sell this on eBay, are you, or something like that. My dad was like, you failed the personality test, and my dad walked away. So that's it, all the cool stuff that happened while we were hanging out with Pat Morita. That to me like trumps everything. Is that my dad was just like, nope, didn't pass the personality test. He's gone.
Oh man. Okay. All
So
right,
my dad
well,
got rid of. My dad canceled Pat Morita before canceling was a thing. You're welcome.
the OG canceller. Okay.
That's
OG
fantastic.
counselor.
So what other movies, you mentioned Ghostbusters, but what other 80s movies like really inspired you? Do you have any like guilty pleasure movies as well?
Well, Top Gun's probably one of my favorite movies of all time. I can't tell you how many times I've seen that. The original Tron. I'm a really big 80s kid. Like I was born in 77, so all the good stuff was happening at that time. Goonies, Lost Boys, like everything cool was happening. I thought, in that time. I know a lot of people are trying to go back to that, but yeah, I would say not so big fan of the music. Besides a handful of bands, but I didn't get I didn't get too much into new wave, even though there's some handful of songs there. But yeah, I mean, I used to act out Top Gun. Me and my friend would sit there on his like deck in his apartment when I was a kid, and we'd wear military uniforms and stuff. And
were you Maverick, Goose? Who were you?
I was totally Maverick. Yeah.
Okay.
I was definitely Maverick. I mean, I look just like him.
Identical.
I'm just picturing you out there on the volleyball course. On the volleyball court. Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's
shirtless.
one of my favorite scenes.
Just sweat dripping down you.
Boys. I love it. I love it.
Are you excited for the new one that inevitably is coming out this
and
year?
it's happening on like my birthday weekend, so I'm like, oh my god, I've been waiting for this movie to come out for so long, and now I mean I have this like friends of mine, we're all big into it. We listen to the soundtrack a lot when we're working, and they got me a T-shirt that says Maverick Goose. What was it, 2020 or whatever? I mean, I totally think they should be president. Yeah, I'm really excited about the movie. I can't wait.
Yeah, that's great. So you get Top Gun on your birthday. I get the Batman on my birthday. So
Batman, I'm happy about that one. As long as it's not Ben Affleck, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm totally good with Ben Affleck
Batfleck?
not being the guy. Batfleck,
Okay.
yeah. I
love Ben
I don't
Affleck.
care who it is at this point. For certain things, but not for Batman.
Yeah.
But why not Batman?
I just don't think he fits. I think he's weird.
Isn't that the point of Batman?
No, I think Michael Keaton was very. I mean, Christian Bale, I think, was such a good Batman that I didn't like, because I didn't like George Clooney. I thought Val Kilmer was just okay. I think I liked. Can't remember his name, but Michael Keaton. I think I liked Michael Keaton at first, but then the second one I didn't think was a good movie at all. And I really just thought the Batman franchise was terrible until the Batman Begins came out, and then those three I think are phenomenal. And then when he came out as Batman, it wasn't a Batman. It was a Batman versus Superman or something. But anyways, I saw that one like the first 20 minutes of it about 5 times, and I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. I don't know what it was. I had no problem with the Superman, Man of Steel. I had no problem with that one. But just, I don't know. Maybe I just didn't like Ben at the time. I don't know.
Okay.
I liked him in a couple films, but
Good Will Hunting.
yeah, I don't know. It just felt weird to me, I guess.
No, I'm with you.
I wasn't buying it. I felt like he was acting, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. And I'm excited though, because I think Michael Keaton's taking on the role again in Batgirl, right? So he's going to be Batman.
Oh, I
again.
don't know.
It's a
I'm
thing.
not
It's
that
happening.
kept up or informed, but I
Well,
mean,
that's what
I'm
we're
down
here
to see
for.
that. I'm down to see that.
Keep you informed. So let's say
It's hard to keep with that.
Huh? Oh, what? Oh, agreed. Yes. So let's say that you have the ability to do an updated version of movies. So what films would you like to pay homage to personally?
Wow, you should have sent me that one first. So I
Sorry.
could have thought about that for a second.
Okay, fair.
I would probably have to go with Apocalypse Now because it's so iconic. And it'd be so cool and that's one of my favorite movies. That probably is my favorite movie. Oh, geez, maybe Platoon would have been cool.
Okay.
Well, here I'm going military movies.
I was going to say, I'm seeing a theme here.
Well, I'm a big military movie guy. I love military movies. But trying to think of something fun. Maybe Lost Boys would be cool. All hanging upside down and riding dirt bikes and having really cool short hair with braid, rat tails and stuff.
Oh my God. Eating worms? Yes. Oh.
Eating worms and maggots.
Oh, the best.
Yes.
I love Lost Boys. Okay.
Me too. Big fan of Lost Boys.
Yeah.
The Frog Brothers, I love them. I love anything that's got Corey Feldman in it. I love Corey Feldman. He's awesome.
Yeah,
it's so weird, but in all the movies he's done, he's awesome.
Goonies too, right? I mean, but weird is good. He taught me how to speak Spanish, so
there you go.
Good.
Don't forget
along the same lines. And then along the same lines as music videos, are there any music videos that you loved, that you are nostalgic for, that, during that those first couple, like you said, in the, you grew up in the 80s, those first days of MTV?
The first video I think I really got into as a kid was probably like Duran Wild Boys. They did a couple, like even the Reflex they did, that I thought was really cool. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I didn't really start getting into videos until probably right around 90, when it was like Skinny Puppy was doing cool videos, and Primus videos were really, really cool. I think that's when I started really getting into videos, is when the world started getting a little weird, the industrial scene, and then into like the weird, Primus bungle thing. And grunge was kind of so poppy, although their videos were kind of, I don't know, more mainstream at the time. So they didn't have like real crazy videos like Soundgarden and all them were just running around with chains and but like
as you do.
Yeah, right. When you have chains and shorts. And but I would have to say like Skinny Puppy Ministry, 9 Inch Nails, like all that stuff when that was first happening, or I guess was getting popular. I'm sure in Chicago and Canada it was already happening for a while, but when it started reaching, Southern California as well, that's when I started really getting into videos and would watch Request Video, and was hoping that I'd get MTV so I can watch 120 minutes. And watch all those. I liked more. I wasn't too big of a metal kid. I was more of an alternative kid, and alternative really did something for me. As a young age, I got into Slayer, I got into Pantera, and then immediately it was just like the alternative scene. I just got more into that.
That's amazing. I actually, a couple of days ago, I watched the music video for Under the Bridge from Red Hot Chili Peppers. Such a good video. And it's so funny. Like, I guess they said, this is never a video that would make it. You guys need to reshoot it. God, man, such a good video. Anyway.
It's a really good song too. And when I was a kid, I hated that song, because it was so played out. I mean, I loved the record and I listened to it all the time. And then when you heard it, every 5 to 10 minutes, every single day, you were just like, oh, I hate this now. I remember even going to see them live when I was a kid, and me and my friends like sat down and like quietly boycotted and protested that song.
No.
But now I listen to it, I think it's great.
It is. And I haven't met a musician yet that hasn't, sung the praises of Flea, who is just so incredibly wonderful.
I love Flea.
Needles.
I like,
Needles.
Right? Yeah. What's the matter, chicken? Yeah. Have you seen what's that other movie? I first saw Flea in Suburbia. I have older brothers, so I was kind of like tapped into the punk scene when it was happening, and it was really happening in Southern California. So Suburbia, I don't know where that actually takes place. I never even researched that, but Flea's in it, and there's one scene, I think his name's like Razzle in it, and there's a scene where Joe Schmo, he's like the leader of the Rejected, the TR kids, and he actually calls him Flea, and Flea answers. He goes, "Hey, my name's Razzle, man." It's so bad, it's good,
I love that.
That kind of movie.
Yeah. Flea sent out a very interesting tweet today, which I will not repeat, but after this, everyone go check out Flea's latest tweet. It is it's a doozy. Anyway, so Milo and I are each going to ask one more question, and then we have 2 quick games before we let you go. So of course we have to talk about Meek, and we wanted to know what it was like getting to work with Joe Hill on a completely different type of project.
Well, Joe and I work really well together, and everything that he's done, it's either if it's my idea, I'll ask him, "Hey, can you play this and make it sound cooler?" And he does. And that's kind of what Joe does. He colors everything. When we did the Ant Farm record, it was kind of the same thing. He only brought in, maybe a couple ideas that I really enjoy. I love all his ideas. I love them. They're simple, but they're just super cool and interesting. But he's just that guy that can like get whatever you want out of the music or whatever. You just say, "Hey, I kind of like this idea," and he's just like I would describe him as a go-to guy. But with the Meek stuff, it's a little different. We're trying to be spacier. We're trying to be a little more psychedelic. I don't think we've like fully knocked it out of the park. We're still, our natural songwriting ways, I think, are still getting in the way of what we want to really be, but we're working towards it. We're definitely work in progress. But this new album that we're working on now, a lot of great ideas are all his, and I'm challenged with finishing the songs and putting lyrics to them. And he kind of just comes up with these cool progressions, and it's like, okay, I'll take that and work on it for months and see what comes out of it. But if there was one guitarist I had to play with for the rest of my life for anything, it would definitely be Joe Hill. That's my dude right there.
That's great.
Yeah.
Now I have to ask you about something, because I'm a huge fan. I have mission patches from a bunch of different space launches, and I saw that Meek has a mission patch. Are these NASA space inspired?
Of course. The whole album is a concept record about a guy that leaves his family because he's having like troubles with his wife, and it's kind of a true story but turned into a fiction. So it's about this guy that's the Earth is dying, and they're sending all these people on like a mission to go find another planet, and they've created these safe havens back on Earth while these people that volunteer can go and find a new world for these people to live, thinking that they're going to come home, but they're actually not coming home, and there's a lot of things they sold them on them, whatever. Anyways, but it is a whole mission, a spaceship, and everything that they're on throughout the whole record.
That's fantastic.
That's where the mission patch comes from.
Now, if you could, would you go to space?
I go to space all the time, man. All the time. Anytime my kids are not around, I go to space. Let me tell you, man.
Okay.
as much as I can, and that I get right, and I feel great. And yeah, of course, I'd go to space. I would definitely go to space.
With or without William Shatner?
Dude, I love William Shatner. I would totally go with William. Like his albums are some of the greatest times I've had is just by sitting down listening to him going, "Fly, I'm a rocket man, a rocket man." Like he's great. I love William Shatner, and I like all the Star Trek stuff too. So I love him.
Okay, fair. So are you more into Star Trek, Star Wars? Are you split down the middle? Where do you land?
I'm definitely more into Star Wars. Definitely more into Star Wars. But my dad's a Trekkie, so I know. I mean, I wouldn't say I know a lot about Star Trek. I watch a lot of Star Trek, or I have seen a lot of Star Trek, and I will continue watching Star Trek.
As you should. I mean, my before I got married, my last name was Riker, so it's like legally I'm obligated to Star Trek. But I do love me some Star Wars. So, all right. So, Ty, we have two really quick games before we let you go. This first game is a game of Would You Rather. There is absolutely no wrong answers. Whatever you pick is absolutely correct. So we're going to bring up the graphics right now. Here's the first one. Would you rather write a theme song for a sports team or write a theme song for a TV sitcom?
TV sitcom all the way. I'm a way bigger. I don't know. Yeah, I just think it's. I think TV sitcom themes are more part of my life, way more than any sports team would be, and I would love and be honored to be a part of that class of writers that have written some of the greatest works of music out there. I mean, like Chips. Man, if I could write a Chips, if I could do what Alan Silvestri did with Chips, that would be awesome. That would, I mean, it's definitely one of my goals. So, yeah, I would do the TV thing.
Is that your favorite TV theme, Chips?
No, probably The Price is Right, I would say, is probably my favorite.
Ooh.
That or the ending credits to, I don't know if Sesame Street does it anymore, but the ending of Sesame Street when I was a kid had a real funky, had bells. I love that theme too. But I'm really into like the 70s TV show themes. I guess it's because it's all I heard for years. But I don't think there's anything that's beating out that whole flugelhorn, trumpet, 70s Price is Right jam. I mean, that one's just a jam. It's so good.
We love a flugelhorn. I feel like Milo, though.
Yeah,
your answer,
me too.
Milo, Golden Girls.
Golden
That's
Girls.
a good one.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's
I
a
know,
good
I
one.
know.
Yeah.
All right, Milo.
The
you
biggest
next
present.
One? Oh, sorry.
Right.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
All right. Question number 2. Would you rather own an original Paul McCartney bass or an original Lemmy bass?
Paul all the way. Paul is one of my absolute favorite bass players, musicians, singers, songwriters of all time. I mean, I think about the man way too much, more than I should. And I study him all the time to try to figure out his tricks. And I find that there really is no tricks. It's just super simple. And all the melodies that he comes up with are absolutely amazing. I have spent hours trying to find that tone of his bass, that real thuddy-duddy. You know, I found a Rickenbacker that sounds like it, like his Magic Mystery Tour, era tone. So I'm kind of halfway there. I haven't gotten the violin bass. So if you guys would get it for me, I'll take it.
Okay. Fair. All right, cool. It's in the mail. Well, it probably shouldn't go through the mail. It needs to be like personally delivered. But okay, Paul, it is. Did you watch the documentary? I think he's frozen again. He's frozen. Pause.
Well, yeah. I mean, you're cooking the chicken. Yeah, we'll put it in like 450 into the simmer, and then we'll crush the beets too, and put them in with the mango salsa. So it kind of disguises it for the kids. And they'll love that stuff. Yeah, we'll get down on that. But I got to go. The connection came back. All right. Okay. Bye.
The good old banana phone. My favorite way to communicate. Okay, welcome back, Ty. Okay. Okay. Hey. Okay. Would you rather incorporate makeup into a band like Kiss or masks like Slipknot?
Dude, I mean, come on. Kiss is the greatest thing since the Beatles. Kiss is so badass. I was Ace Frehley twice at high school at Halloween. I won. Oh, you did? See?
Yeah.
You know your answer then. I got a piece. I got a fun size Snickers for winning that. Just to let you know, fun size Snickers.
You should have gotten the whole size. I would have given you the regular size. King size.
Full size.
Definitely got a king size.
That's a full size contest.
I think they were trying to tell me something. They were like, fun size for the fun size guy.
To me, it sounded like they were on a budget, so that's what they could afford. So
high school budgets, fun sizes, it's all good. Yeah, Kiss all the way. Okay. Makeup's awesome. Makeup's super awesome. Kiss is awesome. I mean, Slipknot's cool. Jim Root's got good hair.
He does.
He's got really good hair.
And that beard.
Yeah, I hung out with him a couple times. One of their techs is in a band with me called Ape Shit, and we do something they're similar, kind of heavy stuff, whatever. But he introduced me to him, or we hung out with him, and he was just like, I was like, dude, that guy's got great hair. And he goes, dude, I'm always telling him, man, he's got great hair, dude. He's got such good hair. So every time I think of Slipknot, I just think of Jim Root and his good hair.
As you should. Yeah. How do you feel about like the Ankh Warrior or the Fox makeup? Do we appreciate it as much as?
I'm totally lost.
What's for Kiss?
Fox makeup or
I
got you. You're talking about non-original members.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I'm all about the original members. I understand, though. I'm a Kiss fan enough to understand what they went through, and I totally get, what they had to do, and I think it was really cool that they tried to leave the makeup on and keep that thing going. And I have no problem with the other new guys wearing the old stuff either. It's their band. That's the image of the band. I know Slipknot replaced their looks, and their masks are not quite as cool as the original guys. Rest in peace to that rhythm section. But it's still cool that they have it, and I would rather, I'd rather see a Fox than a dude not in makeup. And I think that would be weird, and I think it'd be weird in Slipknot too, just a guy without a mask. So yeah, but definitely love and kudos to the Fox and the Ankh and the whatever, but the original Kiss is unbeatable.
Sure. Okay.
Absolutely unbeatable.
So I was going to say, Jude, the producer, if you want to go to the last one of these Would You Rathers, let's go to the last one so that we can get to a couple Milo Beasley questions. So Milo, do you want to read? Yes. Okay. Go for it.
So would you rather listen to Get Your Freak On for 24 hours?
Oh, he's back. Okay, go ahead.
So would you rather listen to Get Your Freak On for 24 hours straight or listen to All or Nothing by O-Town for 24 hours?
I'm going to have to go with Missy. I like Missy. I think a lot of her samples are, I don't even know what they call them. I guess beats if they're original. A lot of her stuff I think is funky and really cool. I love that whole Work It thing with the backwards. I thought that was super cool. But yeah, I would have to pick. I don't even know who the other band was.
Oh, O-Town? Okay.
Yeah,
that's a whole nother stream. It's a whole nother stream.
I have no idea who they are.
So Milo, why don't you ask 2 Milo Beasley Show questions, and then we'll let Ty get back to his session.
All right. So I'm going to have to go with, in a movie about your life, who would play your parents?
The late great Doris Roberts would play my mother, and my dad would probably. I mean, it'd have to be someone with hair that actually can have a ponytail and a beard.
Jim Root. I'm just kidding.
That's right. Jim Root and Doris Roberts. That's a good one. Dang, I don't know. My dad's kind of hard. Okay. It'd be the world's most interesting man.
Oh,
and Doris Roberts.
Okay.
Good combo.
Yeah.
All right. And then real quick, throughout all your travels, whether it was at a concert, whether it was at an airport, wherever, what was your biggest fanboy moment where you absolutely fanboyed out to somebody? You had to go get their autograph. You couldn't speak. You were tongue-tied. Have you ever had one of those moments?
I would say probably meeting Les Claypool was probably the craziest thing I think I ever did, or the craziest I felt, because I was so in love with the guy at the time. I wanted to be him. At that point, anything that he ever produced and put out, I learned how to play. And I actually found out that I took a dump next to him. So we were at Universal Studios or City Walk, and the Holy Mackerel was playing there. And I walked into the bathroom at the Hard Rock Cafe, and then my friends, which at the time it was Mike Cosgrove, the drummer of Alien Ant Farm, and my best friend Anthony, we were all together. I walked into the bathroom, and I believe there was only 2 stalls. And I remember hearing somebody come in, and because, when I came out, I was like, okay, I knew someone just came out there, but they were standing there right as I walked out. They're like, dude, do you know who just went in there? Dude, Les Claypool just went in there. I'm like, what? Oh, well, dude, I heard someone sit down next to me. And like, I went to did I just take a dump with Les Claypool? I think I just took a dump with Les Claypool. So I had a receipt. I was getting like a 6-string bass made by Carvin at the time. And he came out and we just like bombarded him. Oh my God, you're the greatest thing in the world. Can you sign my autograph? I'm like, dude, we have a band. It sounds, we have a Primus cover band. It's called Timus. And he goes, oh, wow, that sounds scary. And yeah, anyways, but that was probably my biggest fanboy. That was when I was like, oh my God, I just met God. So yeah, that was Les Claypool.
That's amazing. Okay. Well, Tye, I know we got to let you get back to your session. So before we wrap it up, any final thoughts you want to leave us with?
Oh man, not that I can think of, but thanks for having me on. That was fun. Here, that was a little short, but I thought that was a lot of fun.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much.
I love your doll collection.
Oh, thank you so much. Appreciate that. Yeah, I got my Alf, my E.T., and of course,
your Star Child.
Yep. I love me some Star Child. Before we let you go, we're going to go over our upcoming guests that we have coming up the end of February, going into March and April. So on Thursday, we have Ripka. They are from School of Rock. Next Tuesday, Kyle Davis from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Next Friday, Paul Zaloom from Beekman's World. And then Tuesday, we have Nicholas from All American Rejects. We also have Burt Ward coming up, Tim Russ from Star Trek, Dee Wallace, David Cook, and Tye. We'll have to do this again once we find time.
Yeah, hit me up anytime. I love to talk, especially about myself.
Perfect. Awesome. Well, you did a great job talking about yourself. You deserve all the fun size sneakers in the world.
Yes, I can't wait. I'm getting some right now.
Awesome. Well, we got thank you so much again. And Milo, thank you for being an amazing co-host. We will see you guys on Thursday. Have a wonderful rest of your night, everybody. Bye, everybody.